gotta understand when you come from these neighborhoods, man, that don't see a lot, don't get a lot, and all of a sudden you get a lot. You get a guy like this comes along and does something incredible.
Do you have any idea who shot Suge?
I'm pretty sure Suge knows. If nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac.
Steve Harvey's life has been seeing a little too many downs these days, and honestly, no one is complaining. The man has been getting issues in every aspect of his life, from his family to his love life and even his professional career. The comedian has been exposed for many things recently, but he just got exposed by a fellow comedian for something none of us could have ever imagined. Steve Harvey is one of the biggest names in Hollywood right now. He's become a household name at this point, someone everyone not only knows of but also loves dearly. All of that seems to be changing recently after things keep coming out about him. At first, we found out that he isn't exactly the nicest person to be around. It was revealed that he treats his employees and team like absolute crap. He doesn't even see them as humans and treats them horribly. Remember the time he fired one of his employees for just tweeting something? Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. All of that aside, he just got exposed for doing another awful thing. It turns out that he has been an accomplice in someone's crimes. Now this someone is also constantly getting exposed for the worst crimes known to mankind, so it was a major shock to see someone like Steve Harvey being associated with him. Turns out, Steve Harvey has been trying to portray a good image of Diddy just so people don't believe everything that has been coming out against the music mogul. This isn't even something new. The comedian has been trying to do this since the 90s, and he's still going at it.
This is not a $100,000 donation, folk. This is millions of dollars of his own. This is millions.
But considering everything that just came out about Diddy, it seems like Steve Harvey might not be as good of a person as we thought after all. And Katt Williams, another famous comedian, is exposing Steve for exactly that. Welcome back to the Celebrity Hyped, and in today's video, we will be talking about how Steve Harvey is panicking after Katt Williams exposed him for being a handler for Diddy's abuses. But before we get to talking about that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. So we all know how Katt Williams is one of the biggest comedians of our time. And yet, he never exactly gets the media recognition that he deserves. Steve Harvey and him are on the same level, yet Steve gets the most media attention while Katt Williams is ignored. Ever wondered why that is? Well, it's all because Katt Williams never shies away from speaking the truth and exposing the evil people in Hollywood. He has been known to talk about the Hollywood elites and their shady dealings. Not only that, but he sometimes even names names, which is insane if you ask us. Steve, on the other hand, is a completely different story. Katt has hinted at this several times over the years, but according to him, Steve is just a puppet of the Hollywood elites. He does and says everything they tell him to, and that is exactly why he's doing so well in the industry as compared to Katt. But that's not all. There's a lot more shady things that we need to discuss today about this comedian. Now, although this has been discussed among circles of fans before, Steve remained to be a household name, and he still is. And that comes with a lot of influence over the masses. Now this means that Steve Harvey could literally tell thousands of people something, and they'd listen. The Hollywood elites and Steve know this, and that is exactly why they do what they do. Through Steve, they clear names of people who make dealings with them. The Hollywood elites have been accused of a lot of things, including abuse, pedophilia, and even sex trafficking. Now, one person who's also been associated with those crimes recently is none other than the music mogul Diddy.
Ooh, Diddy, you are in trouble. Cassie, his ex-girlfriend, has filed a $30 million lawsuit accusing him of forcing her to sleep with other men, take drugs, and other things. This was the last thing that I expected.
And Katt Williams just revealed that Steve Harvey and Diddy are working together to keep Diddy's name clear. Now, although this feels like a long stretch, once we tell you all the proof and evidence we have, you're going to jump right on board with us. But hold on a second, before we get on with the rest of the video, do us a favor and share this video with a friend who you think might enjoy our content. Now, Steve Harvey and Diddy have been connected for a very long time. They're both black men in Hollywood, so they always quote-unquote have each other's back. Now fans always thought that this was a great thing and that it was sending a good message of support and unity in the Black community. But it turns out that that is not what they were doing. They weren't being wholesome or supportive to each other. They were straight up covering up for each other's crimes. Steve Harvey and Diddy are both men who hold a lot of power over not only the industry but also the world. They both have huge fan bases who listen to every single thing that they have to say. So you bet when Steve tells his fans that someone is a good man, they're going to believe he's a good man no matter what. And this is exactly what happened back in the 90s when Tupac and Biggie Smalls were murdered. You see, as soon as the whole thing went down, people started pointing fingers, and a lot of these fingers were pointed at Diddy. Diddy has been associated with these murder cases since forever, and it was becoming dangerously popular that Diddy was associated with the murders. So to calm the fire, Steve Harvey decided to call Diddy on his show, along with one of hip-hop's biggest names, Snoop Dogg.
Yo, Steve, check this, man. All that East Coast, West Coast stuff is a bunch of media hype. It's been my dog from day one.
Real, that's what we came here for. We came here to light it up and ride it up. We make music, man.
On the episode, they casually talked and even talked about the shooting that happened in 1996. But Steve and his team tried their best to portray that Diddy was in no way connected to those murders. But we all know what the truth really is, and so does Katt Williams. He even hinted at the fact that it was Diddy who was behind all of it.
Do you have any idea who shot Suge?
I'm pretty sure it should know. If nobody shot him, that's the same nobody that shot Tupac.
And that's exactly why he's mad at Steve Harvey for taking Diddy's side in all of this over the years. This is why he's exposing Steve Harvey for what he has been doing over the years. The comedian has avoided the consequences of his actions for a very long time, but now that Diddy is reaching the end of his career as well, after getting exposed for every crime you could think of, it seems like Steve might be standing on the cliff of his career as well. Now this isn't the only time that Steve has tried to clear Diddy's name and make him seem like the best person. Another time, he invited him on his show to talk about a donation that the music mogul had made to an underprivileged school. Now we're not saying that him making the donation isn't a good thing. All we're saying is that it really felt like the reason he made the donation was to show off and build a better reputation. It felt like he didn't really do it for the kids. Anyways, Steve invited him on his show and kept talking about him.
You gotta understand, when you come from these neighborhoods, man, that don't see a lot, don't get a lot, and all of a sudden you get a lot. You get a guy like this comes along and does something incredible.
He even gave Diddy a chance to speak for himself, and the man did not shy away from singing his own praises.
Why did you want to get involved with this school, Diddy?
I really wanted to make a change. I'm more than concerned. My people are in a state of emergency.
Do you think Katt Williams is right about all of this? Or do you think that this might be a little far-fetched? Do you think Steve and Diddy are going to address this soon? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video.